Hi, I'm Charlie Horner, Media Manager at SBC. I'm delighted to be here at the Canadian Gaming Summit in Toronto, and I'm joined today by Dr. Ian Messenger, founder and CEO of the ACGCS. Ian, thank you very much for joining us today.
That's great to be here.
Let's start off by just giving us a little bit of an introduction to the ACGCS and give our audience a little bit of an idea of what you guys do.
Sure. So the ACGCS, or the Association of Certified Gaming Compliance Specialists, we're a training organization in the field of gaming compliance. We're the only certification in gaming for land-based and iGaming. We offer a certification, the only one in the industry, called the Certified Gaming Compliance Specialist. And this is really something which came out of an industry need. My background, I previously was a director of AML here in Canada, and I found that there was no comparable training for gaming. We had lots of training in financial institutions when it came to compliance, but nothing in gaming. We came together, we created the Certified Gaming Compliance Specialist in 2022. And in 2023, we partnered with Dalhousie University in Nova Scotia here in Canada to create a micro-credential version of the course. So a certification that had an academic background. Since then, we've gone on to certify many people around the world, from iGaming operators, land-based, law enforcement, regulators and gaming commissions as certified gaming compliance specialists.
Fantastic. And obviously you're here at the summit this week, and I'm sure you're getting a lot of foot traffic at your stand. So how would you assess the overall industry's sort of specialisms or expertise on when it comes to gaming compliance? Do you think there's improvement that's required there?
I think it's an industry which is constantly evolving. So we're finding a lot of new entrants into the casino gaming market, especially here in Ontario with our new market, and in Canada, in the US, just across the border. So there is a need for gaming compliance training. Throughout the summit here in Toronto, we've had a lot of interested parties coming up to us saying, we've never heard of you before, we've never heard of the ACGCS before. This looks like a great product. This looks like it will really help address a need that we have. And that's really been rewarding for us, seeing that we can make a positive contribution.
Excellent. Just tell me a little bit about the certification in a little bit more detail and the target audience.
Sure. So we, as I mentioned earlier, we have a certification called the Certified Gaming Compliance Specialist. It's a 35-hour self-study course. The curriculum's been designed from the ground up specifically for the gaming sector. So whilst many other compliance certifications focus on topics like money laundering, fraud, regulatory compliance, we focus specifically on gaming. So we cover those topics from a gaming perspective, but we also cover things like loan sharking, match fixing, sports betting, responsible gaming. These topics that don't exist in any other certification. We have that as a self-study course. It's exam-based through our learning management system. We also, as I said, we have a partnership with Dalhousie University where we have a micro-credential version. This is where we've mapped our modules of our certification to 12 individual themes. So a student can take our micro-credential course over 12 weeks. This has live sessions as well, where we can discuss many of the themes, topics, many of the interests that our participants have. And we find this course very popular with land-based operators, iGaming, law enforcement certainly, and regulators. We also run that course as a closed course for companies and organizations. If they have between 7 and 12 individuals, we can run a separate course just for them. That gives us a little bit more confidentiality, a little bit more privacy to talk about specific needs for them.
You've touched on the academic partnership you have with Dalhousie University a little bit there. How important is it for you to have that academic rigor to your course, and is that underlined by this partnership?
It's a really good question. It's very important to us because what it does is it showcases the strength and the integrity of the certification. As a private organization, having a certification is great. Obviously, having an expert advisory council, having experts who designed the course is fantastic. But showcasing to our customers that we've been through an academic accreditation, we've worked in a very rigid environment, going through an academic process. It adds a lot of value, and we find that many of our target audience like the fact that we have a micro-credential. They like the fact that on their resume, on their training record, they can show that they have a university level qualification in casino gaming compliance.
Fantastic. And just finally, what big plans does the ACGCS have for the next 12 months?
Well, if you'd asked me that question 2 days ago, my answer would be very different. We've certainly been listening to our customer base over the past year, hearing where the needs are, where the next needs are. We can showcase this by last autumn or last fall. We listened to the industry and we launched our responsible gaming and player protection course in response to industry need. Here at the summit, we've been listening, and we're looking at launching potentially a postgraduate certificate. We're in discussion with a university to launch a master's program in casino gaming compliance. Over the next 12 months, we'll be doing a lot more bespoke training, a lot more targeted training. One of the things about our certification is we've designed it to be international in nature. So we have a client base from all 6 continents. We haven't had anyone from Antarctica yet, but we have had some interested penguins yesterday. But we are going to be adding more tailored content. So we're going to be creating bolt-on modules, bolt-on short courses to cover individual jurisdictions.
Great, an exciting year ahead. Dr. Ian Messenger, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you, Charlie.